Welcome back to St. Teresa Academy High School, live on a10varsity.com. Mike Smith again behind the mic for you. Last and final volleyball contest of the night here from St. Teresa's. Pits the home team, St. Teresa Academy Stars, taking on one of their rivals in St. James Academy Thunder. St. Teresa's 26-6 on the year after an early victory over Blue Valley West earlier tonight in straight sets, 25-10, 25-15. St. James Academy comes in 33-1 after a victory of Blue Valley West, 25-8, 25-6 in straight sets. It is senior night for the Stars of St. Teresa's. 6 seniors on the team: Nicole Wimhoff, Taylor Miliezo, Kathleen Vogel, Olivia Schuler, McLaren O'Rear, and Sarah Godfrey. Three of those seniors in the record books here at St. Teresa's. Nicole Wimhoff ranks second in career assists at St. Teresa's. Miliezo ranks first in all-time digs, and Vogel ranks second in all-time kills, first in career service aces, and fourth in all-time digs. Both these squads have met a couple times this season, once at St. James Academy on their home floor, and then also in a championship game of a tournament earlier this season. Both of those contests going in favor of the Thunder of St. James Academy, but definitely hard-fought matchups between them two. St. Teresa's will start off with the serve. Miliezo, the libero, to get things underway. That one's sent back over. Dulick, and that one's going to be poked down by Dulick. Nice job by the Thunder to take the early lead, 1-0. Head coach Nancy Dorsey for St. James Academy making sure her formation is set. That one straight down the pipe. Nice dig out there by Persons. It was right down the pipe by Godfrey, one of the seniors for St. Teresa's on the attack. That one poked home by Vogel on the far side behind the front line defense of the Thunder. 1-1 now after the Vogel kill. Godfrey will check out, and in comes Olivia Schuler to take the serving duties. Schuler with the serve, picked up by Zarda. Right down the pipe, and that one sent down right down the middle of the defense for the kill by Annie Riley. Riley, I mentioned her name quite a bit in the matchup against the Jaguars of Blue Valley West for St. James Academy. She was very active, tallying up plenty of kills in tonight's contest and already getting one here tonight. That one off the hands of Zarda and into the net. So back and forth points here in this first set. 2-2 now. Kathleen Vogel, the senior, missed part of the season due to a fractured fibula. She's headed to Loyola College in Chicago after this year. Persons tips that one over, but picked up by Schuler. Emily Wimhoff gets it, but nice job by the Thunder to get it back over. An error by St. Teresa's gives the point automatically to St. James. They got it back over the net, but I think it was net interference possibly. Didn't look like they got to it, but line judges disagreeing. Emily Wimhoff pokes it over. Set by Brown, and that one through the hands of the block of the Stars. Good job by Kayla Guyett to come away with the point for St. James. Dulick with the serve. 4-2, the Thunder advantage. Blocked on the Croft attempt. Emily Wimhoff tips it over. Block again by the Thunder. From the back, Vogel tips it over. With her back turned, Kayla Guyett didn't see it coming. Didn't maybe think it got over the net. And falls right behind Kayla Guyett, and that's a point for St. Teresa's. Nice job by Emily Wimhoff to come on the far side, hitter position to get that one. That one hit on by Gardner. Picked up by Wimhoff, and she sends it back. Into the net and underneath. Out of play it goes. St. Teresa's ties this one up at 4. Croft with the serve again. Croft averaging about 3 kills per game. That one tipped over by Guyot. Now a nice tip there by Nicole Wimhoff, but out of play. Nicole Wimhoff had the right idea there for St. Teresa's. Just didn't pan out in favor for the Stars. St. James gets the point off that one. Served by Gardner. Jump serve from the far side. And Emily Wimhoff gets a double block. And that's going to be 6-4. 2 consecutive points rattled off. Double block on that far side for St. James. Gardner, one of the seniors for St. James Academy, committed to Northwest Missouri State with the serve. Picked up. That's a bump and quick spike. An answer by the Thunder. Nice job to catch him off guard by Kayla Guyot. Or excuse me, that was Kayla Guyot on the front line. Got her confused with Dallas Gardner as well there. 7-4 St. James leading in the first set. That one, nice job by Holly Hogue, who is known for her defense, but down the power alley, far backside corner, sneaks it in for the point. Does Holly Hogue. Mentioned Hogue averaging about 1 block per game. Really known for her defense, but gets the kill there. Serve picked up. That's going to be sent over there by Riley. Vogel gets over to Migliezo. Milazzo got it over. And that one tried to tip over behind the front line defense, did the Thunder. Zarda picks up the dig. Persons with the kill, and down it went off the hands of the front line of St. Teresa's for a block, but snuck behind him. And went down for the 8th tally on the board for St. James Academy here in this first set. 8-5 the score in the first set. St. James leading over St. Teresa's. Person with the serve. Far side. That one on the attack. Sent out of play by Hogue. Hogue, a junior, usually plays the middle hitter position. Also can branch out to the far sides. Miliezo, Wimhoff puts it over to her sister Emily. Played it down. That one spiked down the middle by Guyot. Kayla Guyot, a senior. She stands at 6 foot. Committed to Lindenwood. Couple kills here in this set early. A 5-point advantage for St. James Academy over St. Teresa's here early. Timeout on the floor by St. Teresa's head coach Abby Lane. Wants to regain the composure for Stars squad. There's a back and forth pace in the first few tallies between each squad, and then St. James able to string a few points together to mount a 5-point lead that they have with the 10-5 advantage here in this first set. Both these two teams playing Blue Valley West in earlier matchups tonight. St. James just getting done with that one before this contest, and they won that 25-10, 25-15 in straight sets. Or excuse me, they won 25-8, 25-6, did St. James over Blue Valley West. And those other scores I mentioned, 25-10, 25-15, were the straight set scores for St. Teresa's victory over those same Blue Valley West Jaguars. Last matchup for both of these squads before they head off into playoff time in their respective states. That's a dribbles over the net by the serve from Person. Person digs it out from the back line. Hit by Riley, but it was blocked by the Stars. Nice job, and that one falls in amongst everybody. Vogel went out for the diving dig. Just unable to get to it in time. Person will continue the serve, excuse me, for St. James. 11-5 here in the first set for the Thunder. Nicole Wimhoff sets up her teammate Hogue. It's going to be picked up by Person again. Person just sends that one in a setting motion over the net and off the hands of Vogel. Straight line drive back towards the net, and no one there to even pick it up for the Stars. Persons with the serve once again, 12-5 Thunder leading. Emily Wimhoff from the near side. She falls. Gets back in. Luckily, she didn't have. That didn't bother St. Teresa's as Emily Wimhoff found herself out of bounds. They were down a person, were St. Teresa's, but St. James unable to respond with an answer on that rally. St. Teresa's trails by 6, 12-6. Tipped over the back line, Miliezo. Now a rear sends it over from her back defense position. Down the pipe on the near side, Annie Riley once again sailing up into the sky and sending it down with authority. Sheridan Zarda will take the serve. Zarda committed to Nebraska. One of the leaders on the court for St. James. Quick tip there by the front line of the Thunder. But picked up, heads up play by St. Teresa's to pay attention. Blocked by Hogue and sends it back down in the face of St. James Academy. Holly Hogue doing what she's known for as she leads the team in blocks per game. 13-7 dug out there by Emily Tripp. Kathleen Vogel, awkward attempt at a spike there as that one off the arms of Miliezo. And out of play. Another point for St. James. St. James has still kept the double up score on St. Teresa's here in the first set. 14-7. Paige Brown, the setter, with the serve. Another senior for St. James Academy. Riley gets that one, and that one missed on by everything and out of play. She thought maybe St. Teresa's would tip it on a potential block, but the Stars well prepared for that one. They knew that one was going to sail out of play, so they backed off on the block attempt. Olivia Schuler now with the serve. Brown with the set, right to Riley down the middle. Picked up by Wimhoff as Croft goes power alley for the attack. Blocked, but gets over on the Stars side. Vogel sends it home, and that one stayed in right on the end line. On the outside, out of bounds line, that one trickled on there. Just about the best placement you can get to stick it in that back corner by Kathleen Vogel. A rear picks it up. Vogel again going to try to sneak it behind the front line defense of the Thunder. They still kept with it. Dulick got it back over. Vogel again this time. Brown. Over to Riley near side. Double block in the face of Riley and back down to the parquet for the 10th point here in the first set. 14-10 now. St. Teresa's trying to mount a rally here to make it cut into the lead by St. James. 14-10. St. Teresa's able to get some points going. Vogel gets it over after they played it back. Brown with the set. Riley gets it over with the spike. Picked up on the back line by O'Rear. Nice job to keep it in play. Riley again. Kept in play once again. Schuler, nice job not to be stifled by that one. Vogel's spike into the net. It goes. Now 15-10. The crowd is filled up here at St. Teresa's. The first two games, a little sparse of a crowd, but plenty of the students piling in. And the parents of both schools here. Nice job by Person's quick response, but St. Teresa's well prepared. Dulick tried to kill and gonna get it off the hands of Miliezo, the libero. So after a good response by St. Teresa's to cut into the St. James lead, you see the Thunder rattle off a couple consecutive points. I have a 6-point advantage. Does St. James Academy here in this first set. 16-10 is the score between the two squads. I mentioned both of these teams faced off against each other twice this season, both going in favor of St. James Academy, but they were hard-fought games. We had one of those broadcast at St. James Academy live on A10varsity.com. Myself doing that one, and my camera person Ethan Denton was there in taking in the action as well, we noticed that it was a very competitive matchup throughout. St. James were just able to mount a couple big strings of points together to really take the leads in those sets that they won against the Stars of St. Teresa's in those previous matchups. About the same story thus far here. Croft gets her attack blocked, and it falls down for the Thunder point. Really, the difference here in this first set was a little string of points put together by St. James. Otherwise, it's been a little bit of back and forth, a few points here and a few points there by both teams. Vogel gets hers blocked, but it stays on the Thunder side. Nice job by Persons to get it sent over. Vogel again, far side attack. Blocked in the face. Miliezo tried to save it and put it into the net. Thunder picking up the aggressiveness here. St. Teresa's doing what they can to keep it up in play and try the rally to keep going. Service error there. That one going to go on Annie Riley. (18-11) after the service error by St. James Academy. Kathleen Vogel to set up the serve. Person picks it up. Over to far side this time. Gardner with it. Vogel with the back line attack, and in it goes. Hit the outside line for out of bounds. Vogel, nice job. Sneak that one in. And they'll say it was actually out of play. Initially looked like it was ruled in favor of St. Teresa's. That one in favor of the Stars, as it was tipped and hit the back inline. So that's going to be good for their 12th tally. But that first one by Vogel along that far sideline looked like it may have hit the far sideline. I thought it stayed in enough for the point, but line judges disagree and gave the point to St. James. So 19-12 is where we stand. And it's going to be 20-12 after it was tipped by Vogel on the Thunder response. Gardner. Plays usually the right side of the front attack as Croft goes up for the attack along the near side. Picked up by the Thunder. Nice dry on the block. That one tipped over by Nicole Wimhoff. Did that deceptive move. Herself and her counterpart at the setter position, Paige Brown, two effective players at that type of play. Catching the opposition off guard on the defense. Instead of setting up one of their teammates for a potential kill, they send it over themselves and get the credit for a kill just on what would be look like a set, but they send it over the top of the net. Another error by the Thunder and results in a point for St. Teresa's. 20-14 now after two consecutive points. Persons played it to the back line off of Vogel's hands and into the St. Teresa's bench. Now 21-14. The sophomore, Ariana Person, with the serve for St. James. No jump serve by Person. She stays stationary, but effective nonetheless. And that one sent spike down by Kayla Guyot. Eight-point advantage by the Thunder here in the first set. 22-14. Ariana Person with the serve. Rainbows that one over. Saw that a little bit of action in the last contest. Godfrey, the senior, heads up play along the far side hitter position to sneak that one behind the Thunder defense. You don't necessarily have to go up with all the force to come up with a kill. You can sneak it over those defensive players along the front line and right in front of the back line in that open area. Double block there by St. Teresa's. 2 points in a row now. Godfrey and Hogue combining for that one. So consecutive points rattled off by the Stars. Now only trail by 6. Send the serve over. Riley gets hers blocked again. Godfrey and Hogue combining for that one. Rear now from the back line. Godfrey with the kill. Picked up by Persons instead. Won't fall. Godfrey goes power alley, but tip back and forth between both teams. Rear still with it. Tip back and forth between. Rally is still continuing. Back and forth. Rear now going to set things up. Wimhoff goes far side for Vogel. That one sneaks in. Vogel gets it. The senior answers on the long rally there. Impressive by both teams on that point because it was back and forth. I mean, the pace was impressive, not to say nonetheless, because to save that along that far sideline by St. Teresa's to keep it in, and then back and forth tips by each other on right in the net without getting a net infraction is impressive on each other's squad. So 22-17 now. Timeout actually by St. James on the floor. Head coach Nancy Dorsey obviously feels the momentum shifting in favor of the home squad, St. Teresa's. Mentioned the previous 2 contests between these 2 teams met this season were hard-fought battles. St. James able to come away with the victory in them, and some of those set scores might not look the most respectable, and it looked like maybe St. James was able to get a few points. Service ace there, and the streak continues for unanswered points by St. Teresa's. O'Rear on the serve. She'll continue it after getting the tally. McLaren O'Rear, one of the 6 seniors, a very, very good server. Gets another one over. Zarda picks it up. Poked over by Guyot. Still in play. Migliezo finds Vogel. Riley gets it, and that one's tipped by Hogue, and down it goes. A little odd trajectory as Hogue tipped it. So didn't set up her teammates to try to pick it up if she wouldn't have gotten the block. So St. James stops the unanswered point rally by St. Teresa's, but they're back within 5 are the Stars. 23-18. Zarda with the serve for the Thunder. Wimhoff with Vogel, and that one out of play. Almost snuck in there, right outside that inline by Kathleen Vogel. Vogel can spike it with the best of them as Zarda sends it over with the serve. Vogel again, and just tap that one over. Well prepared was Guyot to save it. Near side for Godfrey. Blocked and out of play. Went off of the Thunder as Annie Riley went up for the block. Went off Riley out of play, and Migliezo will take the serve. And that one out of play. Middle hitter position by Riley. Sends it right to the Stars bench. 24-20 here in the first set. Blocked but snuck through the hands of Anna Croft. And that's going to do it for the first set. 25-20, but an impressive set nonetheless for both squads. St. Teresa's has to be happy with how they performed. Obviously not happy with the outcome of not being able to come away with a victory in the first set, but only losing by 5 tallies in that one and coming back in the respect that they did. Second set will start here in just a few minutes. Mentioned it's senior night here for St. Teresa's Academy. Looking at the seniors on the squad. Sarah Godfrey, a senior. And we also have Nicole Wimhoff, Taylor Migliezo, McLaren O'Rear, Kathleen Vogel, and Olivia Schuler are the 6 seniors on St. Teresa's squad. honored them before the contest here against St. James Academy. Both these two squads played Blue Valley West in earlier matchups here at St. Teresa's Academy. St. Teresa's getting the straight set victory over Blue Valley West in the first matchup at tonight, 25-10, 25-15 in straight sets. St. James beating the Jaguars of Blue Valley West as well in straight sets, 25-8, 25-6. One set away here between these two squads, St. Teresa's and St. James. First set going in favor of the number 4 team in the nation, the St. James Academy Thunder, 25-20. St. Teresa's has been able to give St. James a run for their money in the other two matchups this season, and thus far here tonight as well. St. James just a powerhouse volleyball program in the area. As I mentioned, number 4 in the nation this year. They were national champions last season, and they only have one loss on the year this year, and that coming to the team that sits atop the nation's poll by ESPN in Pavilion La Vista South High School out of Nebraska. Second set, getting ready to start things off. James will start off with the serve, as St. Teresa's had the serve in the first set. Key players for both teams in that first set. We had Annie Riley and Kayla Guyett coming up with some huge kills from their hitter positions. Kathleen Vogel very active for the Stars. Croft, far side, tried the attack. This one going to be poked over by Riley. Nicole Wimhoff tries to set up her teammate Vogel. Vogel gets it off of the hands of Dulick and Riley as well, and out of play it goes. So St. Teresa starts on top here in the second set. Godfrey out as Schuler comes in to take the serving duties. Schuler sends it in. Persons on the back line will send it back over. Wimhoff over to Vogel on the near side. Quick set, almost little miscommunication by Dulick and Paige Brown. Dug out by Gardner. Brown sends it back over for the Thunder. Vogel tries to reset. Riley gets a piece of it. Person, now Riley answers once again, and out of play it goes. Riley still packing the power behind their spikes, but a few of them finding the court after the inline. So 2-0 now, the advantage, but now will be 2-1 as Gardner quickly sneaks that one in for the first tally for the Thunder. Served by Riley. Miliezo, now Wimhoff, and O'Rear tried to get it from the back line, and right into the net it goes. So back tied up between these two squads, now at 2 apiece this time. Riley gets it up. Dulick tries to get it, and out of play it goes. In. Oh, no, they'll say it's in favor of St. James. Thought it was St. Teresa's point there, but looks like it may have touched a Stars defender before going out of play. So Riley will again set up the serve. Vogel tried to go to the power alley and then broken up by Person, and she sends it out of play. A lot of spikes thus far going out of play for St. James Academy. 2 most notably, Persons, and then Riley had one as well, resulting in points for St. Teresa. It's putting too much behind those shots as Vogel sets up the serve. Gardner tries to knock it over. Emily Wimhoff off the hands of Paige Brown. Still kept up. Zarda will just set it over. Now spiked on down the far sideline, Anna Croft. Hadn't called her name in a little while, but comes up with a kill there. Croft, the second leading person on the team in kills per game, averaging 2.7. Emily Wimhoff, who's been very active tonight, leads the team for St. Teresa's in kills. Dulick sends it in, but out of play near side. St. Teresa is leading here in this second set, 5-3. Wimhoff, that is Emily Wimhoff, leads the St. Teresa squad with 3.6 kills per game. Vogel on the serve, but that one knocked down by the Thunder, and they answer with a point themselves. Now only trail by 1 to St. Teresa's here in the second set, 5-4. Katie Dulick, a senior who plays in the middle for St. James, will take the serve. She's committed to Drake University, is Dulick. Stands at 6 foot tall, one of the taller players on the court right now. Emily Wimhoff with the spike, and that one off the hands of the setter for the Thunder, Paige Brown, along the near side. 2-point advantage once again for St. Teresa's. 6-4 is the score here in the second set. St. James leads in the sets 1-0. They're taking the first one 25-0, or 25-20, excuse me. Brown picks it up. Gardner now with the set. Persons now right down the middle. She's got some great vertical ability, does Ariana Person. Six 5 after the kill by Person for the Thunder. Serve coming, and service ace by Dallas Gardner for St. James. All knotted up a piece once again, 6-6 this time. A few ties thus far here early in the going in this second set. Wimhoff quickly pokes it over along that far sideline. Spiked down by Person. She's got some velocity behind that ball. Person's going once again. Double block along the far side. Nice job by Hogue. Throw in Nicole Wimhoff as well on the block. That's what St. Teresa's will have to do to stifle the spikes coming their way from Ariana Person, because she's got some velocity coming behind those babies. Paige Brown sets up Person once again, and right down the power alley is Persons, the before mentioned. She has been able to dictate some pace for St. James. And relatively the go-to gal on the court for the Thunder thus far in the second set has Person. 7-7 the tally here on the board between these two teams. Hogue trying to poke it up, but nice job scooped out by Tripp. Person will just tap it over. This one blocked by the Thunder. Nice double block there by Riley and Kayla Guyett. Senior connection for the Thunder block. St. James regains the lead, 8-7 here in this second set. Emily Wimhoff, and that's off Persons into the stands. That one had some heat behind it, as Kathleen Vogel, known for her spiking ability for St. Teresa's, is one of the premier players all time in St. Teresa's history in volleyball, is the senior. Makes it 8-8, and now it's going to be 9-8 St. Teresa's after it's out of play by the Thunder. McLaren O'Rear definitely packs a very, very deadly serve for St. Teresa's. That one's going to be picked up by Tripp. Going to be poked over by Riley. Riley didn't get enough behind it, it looked like. And that one right into the net, it went. Point in favor of St. James. 9-9. These two teams playing a tough one The first set was back and forth for the first part of it. That one picked up by Zarda on the dig. It's skying in the air. Persons pushes it over and doesn't make it in time. Hits the top of the net but falls back on the St. James side of the court. So tally in favor of St. Teresa's. Paige Brown now pokes it over from her setter position. Zarda tried to go for it but no need to get it as it went across the end line. 10-10 now. Quick point as there was a service error there, out of bounds along the near side by the Thunder. So on an error, St. Teresa's regains the lead. But back and forth it's went. No team really getting a commanding lead. Another service error, this time coming out the hands of the Stars. So back to tied between these two squads, now at 11 apiece. It's serve, jump serve by Riley, straight down the pipe, tipped over by Dulick. She's going to get it once again. Nicole Wimoff picks it up. Migliezzo will bump it over. Brown tries to set up Dulick, got over the net. Stars did keep it up. Vogel will tip it over. Gardner finds Persons, and she gets Migliezzo out of position. And it falls down home for the 12th tally for St. James. As I mentioned, no team really taking more than a 2-tally lead here in this second set. But it's been back and forth thus far. That one off the arm of Zarda by a aggressive kill on the far side by Anna Croft. Croft has a 43% kill percentage on the season coming into tonight. Vogel on the serve. Dulick now on the front line, but picked up by the Stars. Emily Wimhoff now with the attack. Gardner gets it partially blocked. Wimhoff again, and that one sneaks in. Looked like it may have been tipped, but it also snuck in right before the end line as well, so no question there. That's the 13th point of this second set for the Stars. Still waiting for one of these two teams to come up with a little bit of a run to give themselves a cushion here in this second set. Service error there by Kathleen Vogel, the senior. Her teammates encourage her after that error, but tied at 13-13 now. Dulick with the serve. Blocked there by the Thunder. Stars do a nice job to keep it back in play. Migliezzo initially come up with that save. Gardner now. Migliezzo save again on her behind on the ground, but picking it up. Snuck over the block by the Thunder. Ariana Person. 14-13 St. James. Diving save by Vogel and went over towards the St. Teresa's bench. Saw Anna Croft dive out for it as well. But now a 2-point advantage for St. James Academy. We'll see if this can be any type of momentum shifting in favor of the Thunder. St. Teresa's can't see if they can get behind by more than 2. They haven't trailed by more than 2. Double block again by St. James Academy, and the St. Teresa's answers with the point. They were relentless on that. They got blocked a couple times and just right back into their face, and they were able to sneak it behind the defense then when it dispersed. Croft with the serve, goes over to Persons, tips it over, partially blocked. Tipped over once again, this one by Guyot, and can't get back over by the Stars as Croft got a piece of it, but fell in before going over the front of the net. Still a 2-point advantage for St. James, 16-14 for the visiting Thunder. Nicole Wimhoff finds Holly Hogue streaking down on the far side and got Zarda falling on her feet on the back line defense for St. James Academy, and that falls home for the 15th point for St. Teresa's. Now they trail by 1 again. Served by Nicole Wimhoff, and that's going to be a service error out along the near sideline. 17-15. St. James, the 2-point advantage. Really only the second time that there's been a 2-point advantage in this second set, because it's been a back-and-forth pace. Mix up there by the Thunder, but they keep it in play. Person bumped it over the top of the net. Nicole Wimhoff sets up her sister Emily. St. James keeps it in play, now knocked over by Guyot. Down the middle, Hogue tried for the kill, straight down the middle, but St. James again picking it up. Miliezo set, a little aggressive, and underneath the bottom of the net it went. So now a 3-point advantage by St. James. We'll see a timeout by head coach Abby Lane for St. Teresa's. She doesn't want her squad to obviously dig themselves into a significant hole. It's been a back-and-forth pace, though, in this second set. Really a 1-point advantage either way, or tied for most of the entirety of this second set, excuse me. Really, St. James able to stretch a couple points back-to-back here to give them the 3-point cushion, but still anyone's set here in this second one. 25-20 is how the first set ended in favor of the visiting Thunder. And after the timeout, we'll get things reset with St. James leading by 3. Person with the serve. Thunder the 3-point advantage. Picked up by Vogel, who came in from her back position. Brown diving set. Nice job by Riley just to send it over. Not really even set up a aggressive attack. Double block there by Paige Brown and Kayla Guyot. 19-15 now. Person again with the set, or with the serve. Gonna go to the near sideline. Emily Wimhoff tries to find her fellow teammate, senior Godfrey. And that one in there by Riley. Vogel was prepared for it, but didn't know which way it was gonna go. A little deceptiveness by Annie Riley, who's been very aggressive for the Thunder tonight. Another timeout on the floor, this time by St. Teresa's once again. St. Teresa's now finds themselves trailing by 5, 20-15. Both of these teams will head on to playoff action in their next matchup. A little bit of a battle between the girls students of St. Teresa's Academy and a few students that have traveled by St. James Academy here. A 5-point advantage on the court for the Thunder over St. Teresa's. As I was mentioning, both of these teams will head to playoff action after tonight's matchup. Bumped on by Godfrey. Now they switch up, do the Thunder. Nice block by Emily Wimhoff. Riley tries another block. That one by Godfrey to the far side, and that's going to fall in for a point for St. Teresa. So out of the timeout, St. Teresa's answers, and they chip away to the St. James lead. Thunder now only lead by 4, 20-16 here in the second set. O'Rear with the serve. Zarda bumps it up. Now Riley to the far side. Looks like that one gets in. That far side corner has been favorable for the Thunder of St. James here tonight. 21-16 after the point there. Sheridan Zarda, the setter for St. James, will set things up. Vogel now with the spike down the near side, and it was tipped by the Thunder. Oh, it looked like it was tipped by the Thunder. Okay, overruled there. The sideline judge first said that it was waiting on the initial rule, and then he ruled it in favor of St. James. But St. Teresa's will get the point. It looks, and they do. 21-17 now, served by Miliezo. Riley with the far side spike and kill. O'Rear got a piece of it from the back line, but not enough of it to keep it back in play. 22-17 now. Sent over by Brown. Vogel tries with the kill. Double block. Dulick and Gardner combining for that one for St. James. 23-17. 2 points away from this second set are the Thunder of St. James Academy. St. Teresa has it in them to make a run, though, as the serve comes by Brown. Godfrey comes up with that one. Nice job by Brown to come up with the dig, though. Raleigh pokes it over. That one's set up by Godfrey. Gardner for Riley, and that one's off the hands of Migliezo. 24-17 match point for the Thunder of St. James Academy. Brown with the serve. That one poked over by the St. Teresa's along the far side. Riley going to go up with the kill. Blocked, still kept up, but it's going to fall on the side of St. Teresa's, and that's going to be all she wrote for the Stars. 25-17 will be the final score of the second set, and that's going to do it for the match. St. James Academy wins it 25-20, 25-17 in straight sets. They improve to 34-1 on the season. St. Teresa's falls to 26-7 on the year. St. Teresa's will head off to district play. First round opponent will be the winner of Belton versus Grandview on October 25th, 5:30 p.m. at Ray-Pec High School. St. James Academy heads off to Sub-State this Saturday. They're the number one seed in their respective Sub-State division. It'll be hosted by the Thunder at their home gym. They'll play Piper in the first round. Action starts at 2 p.m. You can catch that live on a10varsity.com. That's going to do it for the volleyball action live from St. Teresa's Academy here tonight. St. Teresa splits their two contests, beats Blue Valley West, and falls to St. James Academy, while Blue Valley West falls to both St. Teresa's and St. James, and then St. James comes away with 2 victories on the evening. Thanks for listening to a10varsity.com.